Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Worst Guys Music Podcast. I'm Nick Estes alongside my co-host Ryan Ortiz.
What's going on?
And Michael Valencia.
What's up?
Today in our debut episode, we got a big show planned. We're going to be reviewing the Black Panther album. We're going to discuss whether any white rappers are worth literally anything. And we're also going to break down our top 5 Drake songs. We'll each have our list of our top 5.
But before we get into that, we have this segment called Hey, I Want to Be Famous, where we list our top songs that are maybe flown under the radar or should blow up.
Definitely. Yeah, Michael, you want to get that started
You want me to start?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, for my song, I picked 18 by Chris Wu featuring Rich Brian, Joji, and Trippie Redd. I really like that song. It's like a combining of 2 songs in one.
Right.
Which Joji and Trippie Redd just sound really, really good in it.
Ryan, what are you thinking for this week?
My song is All Your Fault by Big Sean featuring Kanye West. It has a really good chorus, and it's kind of like a vibe, and then Kanye just opens it up with some bars. And
right.
Just goes off.
Kanye's a musical genius.
Yeah, doing Kanye things.
Yeah, his stamp on any track is gonna
What about
make
you,
it
Nick?
great. I'm gonna go this week with one of my favorite artists of all time that is just starting to kind of get some airplay on the. I don't know if that's a word or not.
Yeah.
He's starting to get played on the radio, and it's Daniel Caesar. But one song from his EP Pilgrim's Paradise is called Streetcar, and it's a really chill song, but it's a cover of a Kanye West song called Street Lights from 808s and Heartbreak. But Streetcar is just a fantastic song that should have, I think, has the goods to get big. I mean, it won't get big, but I think it should have.
Yeah.
Where are we going from this, boys?
The white rappers topic.
This is a very controversial topic. If any white rappers are worth anything, because I've gotten an earful from plenty of people when I said that all white rappers are garbage, and they're like, "Well, what about Eminem? Eminem's a legend."
Honestly, I think there's about like 3 of them.
Yeah. Who are you thinking?
I think Post Malone's one.
Yeah.
If Logic counts.
I don't know. I don't think Logic always talks about being biracial, so I think we're going to have to take him out of this combo. I don't think he's a white rapper.
Well, if you take him out, then Lil Dicky's the top.
Yeah. His flow is just incredible.
Yeah, it's unmatchable.
He can do anything.
Yeah. And you said Post Malone. This is a big, I don't know, that's a big if. Is Post Malone a rapper, though? Because he kind of does his own thing.
Yeah, like he's in a group of his own. Like he raps, but it's almost to the point where he's like singing.
Right.
And when he sings, it's just...
And if you've ever heard Broken Whiskey Glass, like, that's not a rap song.
Yeah.
Like, he incorporates country, he incorporates
Honestly,
rock.
I think some songs are rap.
Yeah, he does rap. Like,
And his rap songs, he's
in
good.
Broken Whiskey Glass, he
Right.
does have like a verse where he kind of raps.
Right. But when I was arguing that Post Malone wasn't a rapper, one point that I had brought up to me was X, he raps, but he also tries to do his indie emo stuff too.
Yeah.
So but he's still a rapper because he's rapped before. So
I would put him.
Yeah, I guess you could classify Post Malone as a white rapper. So
And that's what he came up as.
right.
Yeah, as a rapper.
So with that in mind, I agree with you. I think there's one.
Post Malone.
Ding,
Lil
sound
Dicky.
effect. Ding. We have one. Post Malone. Lil Dicky. 2. Ding.
I think Mac Miller is up there too.
Mac Miller has moments of brilliance. He's also kind of like, it's kind of sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, if you've ever have y'all heard Cinderella from his last album, Divine Feminine?
You know, I really didn't listen to that one.
Well,
that whole album.
it has Ty Dolla $ign, which Ty Dolla $ign really just like puts that song over the top.
Yeah.
He's pretty underrated. I think Ty Dolla $ign makes good music. But that's a fantastic song. The Weeknd by Mac Miller is a great song.
So good.
Anytime you put steel drums on a song,
Yeah.
it puts it over the top.
And then you think of a guy like G-Eazy, which, like, personally, I only like songs when there's somebody else in it.
Yeah.
There's a song, Drifting, with, I think, Chris Brown. And,
Did you like I Mean It?
I did, but it was kind of like, that was his one solo song that was good and that I really enjoyed. But, like, Drifting, I think, who was it? Was it Tory Lanez with Chris Brown?
I think it might have been Tory Lanez,
Yeah. That's a great song.
And the one song I can't express how much I hate this song now just because of how much it's gotten overplayed. But No Limit, like his one big commercial breakthrough is A$AP Rocky and Cardi B, who are both big
and the remix of that song is better than the original.
Right, and who else in the remix? Is it
Juicy J? No.
I don't know. I haven't listened to the remix actually, so I might need to check that out.
Yeah, and Belly and who's the other one?
Our research department is checking this out right now.
Hold up.
But just the thing with G-Eazy, he's just like I feel like he kind of manufactures his swag and like I don't like using the word swag, but he just kind of like I feel like it's kind of fake.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I don't feel like he's actually like that suave and cool or whatever.
Yeah. The other rappers were French Montana, Juicy J, and Belly.
And does it still have A$AP Rocky and
A$AP
Cardi
Rocky?
B?
Yeah. Not well, the full version with Cardi B, but like the Apple Music, they don't have it everyone together.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I wouldn't put G-Eazy in the category of
as a top.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Yeah. So right now we got Post Malone, Lil Dicky, and would we put Mac Miller in the category of a good white rapper? Because I feel like he sings a lot as well.
As a white rapper, I think he's up there.
All right, so there's three.
I mean, who else is there to pick from? I mean,
I don't know. I think that's our only like. I don't know who else we could take this discussion to because. Like, you got Froggy Fresh. That man's legendary.
6'9".
If you haven't... No.
He's terrible.
That's
for another discussion.
If you're listening to this and you haven't listened to Froggy Fresh, we're just completely steering away from 6'9". I mean, it's garbage. If you haven't heard Froggy Fresh before, go listen to The Baddest. Possibly one of the greatest songs ever made, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
fantastic. It's actually he kind of made it as a joke, but it's just if you want some lighthearted listening, go check out The Baddest by Froggy Fresh. But moving on to our artist spotlight for this week. This is a topic that sparked a lot of heated debate between the three of us for sure. We're going to be breaking down our favorite Drake songs, which it's just so hard to narrow it down.
Yeah, it's so hard to narrow it down, especially to 5.
Even when we were going to do 10, but due to time constraints, we figured we should cut it down to 5. Yeah. But even cutting it down to 10, you're just leaving out so many. There's so many classics. You feel like you're just like disservicing because you're leaving them off.
You just want to put them all on one list.
Right. But Michael, you want to kick us off with your top 5?
All right, so
or honorable mentions if you want to do that.
I have 5 and 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
My first honorable mention, Jungle.
Great song.
Yes, great song.
So slept on.
Yes, it's slept on. Also, Headlines.
Mm-hmm. Got me listening to Drake.
On 5, you got HYFR.
Classic.
4, From Time.
Ooh, yeah, like
their chemistry in that song is
really good.
And I think she's just a great artist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her voice is so soothing.
Mm-hmm.
3, Do Not Disturb, which I think it got slept on.
Yeah, they did.
Definitely.
This song is so
and it closed out the album so perfectly.
Right. Yeah.
2, Best I Ever Had. And
Iconic Drake.
1, Shot For Me.
Shot For Me. I regret I just didn't have enough room on my list to put in Shot For Me, and it really pained me to leave that off.
Because I can always go back to that song, and I can just enjoy it all the time.
A great song. So I'm glad you had that on your list. Ryan, you want to go next, or you want me to
you can go,
break down mine? All right, well, my honorable mentions, I have a fat list of these, but I'll just say Get It Together was one that I think was really slept on. Shout out to the vegan Ashton Picorni for showing me that one. Lord Knows from Take Care. That's a banger.
That's a good song.
And also Keep the Family Close.
Yes.
And Teenage Fever. Both.
I think Teenage Fever is such a good song.
Both fantastic.
Such a good song.
Just great songs.
Yeah.
Number 5. There was a lot of debate with me about this number 5 song, but at number 5, I'm putting Over My Dead Body from Take Care. I make it well known that Take Care is my favorite Drake album because I think it's one of the best albums ever made.
Ever.
And this is the song that opened that up and just really like set the vibe that was going to be in place for that whole album, and it's just a great song. Jungle number 4, we already kind of discussed that. It's just a really cool like R&B type mood. Very very great song. Number 3, Know Yourself.
I never listened to that song over and over again, but I mean,
I feel like it's iconic Drake.
Yes, it is.
Because that gave the running through the 6 with my woes. That's just like that is Drake.
Yes.
That's kind of like
his staple. And
yeah. Number 2, Child's Play.
Yeah,
maybe not lyrically, but that's just what that song always brings a smile to my face.
Yes.
That's just
it's so good.
I just love that song.
Views is really slept on.
Yeah,
every song is solid.
Yeah.
And then number 1, I'm gonna put Marvin's Room at number 1, just because it's sad. It gave birth to sad Drake, and it's just anytime you want to just have a good ugly cry, you just turn on Marvin's Room. It's just iconic Drake.
And he sings and then he raps.
It's Drake in a nutshell.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so that's my top 5. Next up, Ryan Alejandro Ortiz.
I'm just gonna go straight into the list. Number 5, I have You in the 6.
Great
I think
song.
that's just a great song off of If You're Reading This Too Late.
Right.
Number 4, I have Ice Melts featuring Young Thug.
Yes. It's slept on.
Yes, it is. I think that's one of the top 3, top 2 songs on More Life.
Definitely.
I think it's so good.
I just love the whole vibe of More Life, where it's like so tropical. I think it's so cool.
And it got really slept on. You know, you don't really say that about much modern Drake.
Right.
But his last 2 albums have been really slept on.
Yeah.
Number 3, this song got me into Drake like completely. Find Your Love.
Yeah, definitely.
And like, it's just iconic Drake.
Yeah.
Number 2, I have Marvin's Room. And
then
number 1, I could vibe to this whenever. Best I Ever Had. It's just such a great song.
Good. It's just
so good.
And now it is time for what you've all been waiting for, or maybe haven't. We are going to get our Black Panther, the album, music from and inspired by, review. So, what did y'all think? What were y'all thinking about this?
I mean, as a whole album, I think it was a really good album.
Yeah, I thought it was solid.
One of the best that have come out so far in 2018.
I think it's my favorite of 2018 so far.
Yeah.
I mean, we're only a couple months in, but I think this is the strongest album of this year.
Probably like all the way up and down the list. I think it is a solid.
Yeah,
it's pretty solid.
I thought it was. We were talking earlier about how I really like how he kind of stayed true to the African roots of the movie. And just so you know, none of us have seen the movie. Right?
Yeah.
So don't worry about spoilers. We're not going to be talking about how it like relates back to the movie or anything. This is all just strictly from an objective music point of view. But I thought it was cool how he incorporated some like South African rappers and singers, and even when they were speaking in Zulu or whatever, like I thought it was just a really cool vibe to that.
Like the song with Redemption with Zakari in it. Yeah. I felt like I was in the middle of a jungle.
It's great.
Yeah. It's just really good with like you feel like you're seeing and like you're in the environment that they're in. Like it's just really like immersive and
Kendrick, like even when he's just doing the like small parts in the song, it still sounds good. Like him being in the song.
Right. And you think that with so many artists like contributing to this, like so many varied from like Schoolboy Q to Sway Lee to Georgia Smith, you think it'd be really jumbled and like. Messy, but I thought it was like there was a whole cohesive vibe.
All the collabs mesh together, like they just fit together, they're the perfect for the.
Especially this, I know this is me and Ryan's favorite song from the album, "The Ways" with Khalid and Sway Lee.
Sway Lee, just like when he sings, it's just so good.
Right. I think that their combination is just great because I don't know if y'all have heard the Young, Dumb, and Broke remix, which I know kind of sounds stupid. When Sway Lee and Khalid were together on that song, it's just I think they have a really good.
Yeah, I think they should do more music together.
Yes,
agreed. So Michael, what were you thinking about this album as a whole?
As a whole,
I
think it was a really well produced. There's some songs that were iffy on it.
Yeah,
like Oops with Vince Staples.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of iffy.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Bloody Waters either.
Yeah, me
'Cause
neither.
I really like Anderson .Paak.